the first day of class, I was terrified. The professor immediately started speaking Russian to me, and I did not know a word. And I thought, oh no. And I got the list of vocab, and there's no way I could do this. But I just kept plugging along and learned the alphabet. That was easier than I thought. And I thought, this is a really different language from what I've ever learned, and I want to keep doing this, and I'm so glad I did.
I would say that Russian is a difficult language to learn, but I don't think language learning is an easy task to begin with.
It's a really hard language, but in a different way than I found other languages hard. And I found that in Russian, you can get to the point where you can say a lot more faster, which is really fun and exciting once you get there. But like with any language, you have to stick to it, and you have to practice it as much as you can and expose yourself to the language.
Especially in your first year, when you feel the most awkward practicing, that's when it's the most important to practice.
My first year learning Russian, I always went to our weekly language table, and I couldn't say anything. I could say like, my name is, but just sitting there for the entire hour every week and listening to everyone speak was really helpful. And like, I found that I could understand a lot more than I thought I could, even if I couldn't say anything back.
It kind of reignited an interest for me in Russian history that I'd had in high school and middle school a little bit. I've always really loved it, and then learning Russian, it just made it so much more interesting to take a Russian history class.
I went to St. Petersburg on the Global Flex program through Smith in January of my first year, and since I'd only had 3 months of Russian, I did not get to use very much. But it was still a wonderful opportunity to meet Russian university students and see the Dostoevsky Museum that I have been dreaming of going to since I read Crime and Punishment when I was 17.
It kind of sets you apart from other students. When I was applying for summer jobs, and every time I get interviewed, that's the first question they ask me. They're like, on your resume, you list that you speak all of these languages, like that's so cool. They don't ever ask me about like the work I do in research labs here at Smith or the courses I've taken. Their first question is always, I see you study Russian. I see it's on your transcript. Why do you study Russian?